Welcome back to another episode of Pew Pew Ducky. Today we're checking out suppressed 22s. This is my Ruger Mark III. It's probably my favorite gun to shoot suppressed. It's just dummy quiet. If you've never shot a suppressed 22, it's the closest thing you can get to Hollywood quiet guns. It's ridiculous. It's so much fun. Today we're going to be testing out a few different types of ammunition. This is Aguila 40 grain, I believe. Or is it 38 grain? 38 grain hollow point subsonics. We're going to be testing this versus a couple other different types of ammunition, see, what the difference is. So let's start it out with some 38 grain hollow points from Aguila. Shooting into a trash pile. Helps if you take the safety off. Doesn't like to cycle subsonics. So we had a couple of failures there. It's typical with subsonic ammunition. Sometimes it just doesn't like to cycle. Doesn't have enough force to kick that bolt back open, inject that round. Next, we're going to be checking out some Federal 40 grain solid points. We'll see if they do any better. Definitely louder. Not by a whole lot, but yeah, louder for sure. And last but not least, these are Fiocchi. I believe these are 40 grain also. Yeah, 38 grain actually. 38 grain copper plated hollow points from Fiocchi. So let's see how these do. These are not a subsonic round. These are, I think, 1,250 feet per second. Yep, 1,250 feet per second. Let's see how this one does. I'd say about the same as the Federal. So that was that. The subsonic from Aguila is definitely the quietest, but we did have failure to feed, failure to extract, just not enough gas to push that bad boy open and eject that last round. Typical with subsonic rounds. We are using the Silencer Central Banish 223. It's kind of an overkill can for this little gun. Obviously meant for 223. But super fun, super duper fun. I have the Banish 22K V2, but I prefer this. This is just so much more fun to shoot. And yeah, that's that. Sorry about cutting that kind of short out there, guys. It's getting rainy and windy and cold outside. Living in the Pacific Northwest, that's kind of the norm. So I just wanted to come back inside and talk a little bit more about this. So today, this is what we were shooting. This is the Federal 40 grain solid, 1,240 feet per second. These were the Fiocchi Field Dynamics copper-plated hollow points, 38 grain, 1250 feet per second. And the Aguila subsonic hollow points, 38 grain, 1025 feet per second. So these are the ones that didn't really want to cycle. That's pretty common with subsonic ammunition. It's common with 22s in general. 22s are kind of finicky. But this is the Silencer Central Banish 223 that we were shooting today. If my camera will focus. One of my favorite suppressors, honestly. Super fun to shoot, super fun on 22, super fun on 223s, just fun to shoot suppressed in general. It's trying to escape on me. There we go. And last but not least, my Ruger Mark III. It is the 2245 model. Mark III Lite. Super fun gun to shoot. I love shooting this gun. If I'm not shooting suppressed, I've got the Tandem Cross Pro compensator on the front of it there. I've also got a Tandem Cross Halo ring here in the back. No mag in, don't worry about that. Much preferred over the standard, especially with this big old loophole scope here in the way. Used to just be these little tabs back here that you'd have to try to grab. And I'd end up pinching the shit out of my fingers all the time. So this little Halo ring, it's awesome. I love that thing. Scope looks kind of ridiculous for a 22, but you know, out to distance. I've never shot it, you know, long distance, of course. It's 22, but of course I can't get a good eye relief through this camera. But super fun gun to shoot suppressed. I love it. Hopefully in the future I can get a 22 bolt gun. I feel like that'd be a whole lot of fun to shoot suppressed. I don't have any. I have a 22 Magnum bolt gun, but it's not a threaded barrel, so, you know, no fun. Boo-hoo. I have a couple semi-auto Remington 597s. One's the VTR, and the other one's just a standard with a heavy barrel on it. They're kind of finicky, as many semi-auto 22s are. So these are the two Remington 597 that I have. This is the VTR model. I picked this one up pretty cheap here a while back. It's got a crappy Bushnell red dot on top, AR style grip, AR style stock, buffer tube. Fairly certain that they're interchangeable with regular AR stocks and grips. Haven't tested it out yet, but I'd really like to change that grip because I don't really care for these grips. That's the VTR, and this is actually one of the first guns I ever got. I was given this gun pretty much by my sister. This is the stock Remington 597. It's got the Archangel, I think it's made by Pro Mag, furniture on it, kind of AR looking, not great, but you know, it is what it is. I've got a heavy barrel for it here a while back from Jarvis Precision, I believe. Nice barrel. I like it. Adds some heft to it. You know, it's 22. I also have Volquartsen extractors and the Volquartsen hammer installed in here. You can't really see inside of it, but shoots a little nicer than the VTR. I kind of like it, but I really want to get a bolt gun for shooting suppressed. I think that'd be a whole lot more fun, but maybe somewhere down the road. But for now, this is what we got. But hopefully in the future we can get a bolt gun of some kind and test out some more ammunition. I've tested other subsonic ammunitions. I've tested some Winchester subsonics and a couple other brands. They're always kind of finicky. 22 just in general is, but if you guys have any suggestions on good subsonic ammunition, specifically good subsonic ammunition that would run suppressed in a Ruger Mark III, good. Or if you guys have any suggestions at all about what kind of 22 bolt gun I should pick up, because just shooting 22 is just so much fun. 22 is stupid cheap. It's a blast to shoot. You know, take the family out, take the kids out, just have a fun time with shooting 22 suppressed. Just if you guys have any suggestions, leave me a comment. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching. It's pretty nasty weather. It's flooding in the backfield.